Hi everyone, it's me, Shakti Sundari, and it's just gone 7:30 in the morning on Sunday here in Glastonbury, and I've just walked to the top of Glastonbury Tor. And still a little bit flushed from walking up. I love the walk up here, and I'm just going to do my best to pan you around to show you where I am and how it is. It's the most beautiful sunny morning. So there's a beautiful countryside all around. Birds are really happy, they're chirping, and this is the beautiful gateway to the Tor. Oh, it looks like there's some rain coming in from over there though. So I'm just going to take you in through this magical portal, and then we're going to find somewhere where I can put the phone so that I can read to you from the Radiance Sutras this morning. So again, I'm just going to pan around so you can see this magical gateway as we come out into the sunshine. Yeah. It's really beautiful this morning. So happy to be up here. I love coming up here. So I've got a beautiful place here on the wall of the building. I can just prop you up and read to you. Bear with me, just going to get my glasses and the book. You can see the beautiful sky behind me, like beautiful bright blue streaked with white. And it feels so good. It feels so good to be back in my beloved Glastonbury. So, also a lot of excitement because today I'm going to be reading the first Yukti verse, which is the first meditation practice. So we've been building up to this over these past days to finally get to the first practice. And I'm just going to read you what Lauren Rocher has written as an introduction to this. So the Yukti verse is, in the body of the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Bhairava, which means Shiva or the divine masculine, articulates 112 yuktis or yoga meditation practices for opening to the divine mystery within everyday experience. The practices begin in verse 24 and continue to verse 135. The wide variety of techniques allows each individual to find their doorway into wonder, astonishment, and delight. I already feel delighted. So here we go. Okay, I'm going to launch straight into reading from the Sanskrit. Shri Bhairava Uvacha Urdhve Prana I Adas Jiva Visarga Atma Para Ucharet Utpate Dvitaya Shtane Baranad Barita Shiti. Oh, it sounds like shitting. Well, there's a few words in there that I do recognize, and maybe you do too, which is prana, and atma, soul. Prana being life force, but also breath. Atma being our divine soul. So, let's see what Bhairava has to say. So just remembering that Shakti has been beseeching, asking, expressing her longing to her beloved, to the divine masculine, to please explain to me the radiance in all of life. And now he begins. The one who is intimate to all beings replies, Beloved, your questions require the answers that come through direct, living experience. The way of experience begins with a breath, such as the breath you are breathing now. Awakening into luminous reality may dawn in the momentary throb between any two breaths. Exhaling, breath is released and flows out. There is a pulse as it turns to flow in. In that turn, you are empty. Enter that emptiness as the source of all life. Inhaling, breath flows in, filling, nourishing, just as it turns to flow out. There is a flash of pure joy, life, is renewed. So I'll just go through this, making a few comments. Beloved, your questions require the answers that come through direct living experience. So this path, this tantric yogic path, is not about being a recluse, a monk, living somewhere in a cave on the top of a mountain. It's about immersing ourselves fully in every experience of life, everything, and turning our backs on nothing. So that means embracing the lowest to the highest, everything. Direct living experience. We don't spiritually bypass, we do not escape, we do not run away from that which is difficult, but as well we also embrace all that is ecstatic through direct living experience. So there's nothing to do apart from be fully total in life in this moment. And the way of experience begins with a breath. Yeah, baby is born. What's the first thing that happens? Breath, right? And what's the last thing to happen when we die? The breath. So the way of experience begins with a breath, such as the breath you are breathing now. So in this moment, you could awaken just through that connection with your own breath. And you can awaken into luminous reality. Luminous. It's so bright. It's so radiant. And this may happen in the momentary throb between any two breaths. And this is something that I teach all the time in my Kundalini yoga classes, but also in Tantra. They are the same. And the technique is about just resting in that moment when the exhale turns to the inhale, and when the inhale turns to the exhale. So it's just resting at those 2 points of the breath when all the breath is out, just before you begin to inhale again, and when all the breath is in before you begin to exhale again. Did I say the same thing? I'm not sure. There is a pulse as the breath turns to flow in, and in that moment, as Shiva says, you are empty. And if you can bring your awareness to rest just at that point, at those 2 points at the top and the bottom of your breath, you will find a great stillness, a great wonder, a great knowing of your oneness with all that is. As Shiva says, there is a flash of pure joy and life is renewed. So it's very simple, really. You know, it's very, very simple. Just attend to your breath and just attend to that moment where all the breath is out just before you begin to breathe in again. And then at the other end of the breath, the very same thing. Just attend to those 2 points in your breath, sitting still, aware, present, feeling and sensing. That's all that you need to do. Make that your practice for today or for any other day. At any moment you can be doing that, so you don't need to have your eyes shut even. You don't even have to look like you're doing anything in particular, but you can be there with your awareness. And in that moment of being in that point with your awareness, you will know yourself as one with all of life. Thank you for watching. Beautiful to share this with you this morning. Much love. Namaste. Satnam.